Rick, we're here at the Coaches Summit. Thank you so much for letting me hang first off. And second, what is the Coaches Summit?
Yeah, it's like a symposium. Like, it's bringing out new ideas, obviously reinforcing some of the stuff that we did last year. It's not that we change a lot, but there's certain tweaks, and there's obviously some stuff, ideas that the coaches will come up with. Like, we'd spend, about 8 hours in one day doing the videos and presentations, and the next day we do a half day, and then maybe go golfing. Camaraderie, chemistry. It's not all like work. And then usually the third day is dedicated to training camp. So our day, which would be Thursday, would dedicate to training camp. So we'll talk about, the times. Where do the players go? Like what their workouts are. What are the testing? So we'll dial that in. So we have a month before training camp. So when we're ready to go, everybody knows what they're doing.
And this particular trip over the next few days is your own coaches team bonding. Why is that important? And what sort of messages are you trying to get across to make sure that your group is on the same page in terms of the overall vision?
Yeah, I think this is really big because, I want them to feel comfortable when I'm around, for them to, interject. Like, I find sometimes I can be a little bit intimidating when I don't really mean to be, where a guy doesn't want to ask a question. And I want our coaches to ask questions, or if they have an opinion, a better way than I do, I want them to tell me, hey, Toc, I really believe we should do this because of this. So that's why this trip's important, just to get the personalities out. And it's a fun group. We like to rib each other, and then you have a good dinner and stuff. So there's a lot of good things that come out of these things.
When you look back, you have a sample size from last season. What are you most excited to build on from that?
Well, I liked our play away from the puck. As the year went on, we chipped away at it, and I thought we started being a little bit better, and that number started to come down. If we can get that number down even more this year, that's going to be the key for us, the play without the puck. Obviously I want the team to score and be creative and all that stuff, but I want teams, when they play the Vancouver Canucks, they're a tough team to play against. They're a tough team to score against, and I think if we can start there and branch out, that's the way to go. Coaches are never satisfied, but I think our compete level can go another level. We can be better on the walls. If you watch the Stanley Cup all the way through who won, a lot of the battles were won on the walls. Games were won on the wall. Don't get me wrong, you have to be able to catch the puck on the rush and do all the fancy stuff. I get that, but in the trenches is something we got to get better at. And it's got to be from September 20th. Like, we have to start from there and make ourselves accountable. You just can't turn it on. This is not a sport you turn it on. This is a sport of preparation, of reps, applying yourself. And even myself, holding myself accountable, I have to do the same thing with our coaches, and it filters down to the players.
What excites you when you look at the list on paper of guys that are going to be coming into camp and making up this team?
Most of the guys are short-term deals. It's show-me deals. Okay, give me a 1-year deal. I want to come here and prove myself, or a 2-year deal. I like that. It's not guys were, it's not like they were looking for 5-year deals, and so there's a little bit uncomfortable in the sense that a lot of guys who are on short-term deals, they got to perform, and they got to, from day one, buy in.
To you, this vision that you've developed and communicated clearly to everyone, what quantifies this group buying in ahead of training camp?
Yeah, for me, the effort from the guys to branch together and get everybody in. By Labor Day, we're going to probably have 95% of the guys in camp from our team. That's a big number. We're going to be ahead of the game instead of showing up 3 days before camp. And then you talked about bonding. They're going to bond even 3 weeks before the season starts, or the training camp. So
it's getting closer. It's getting more real. It's right around the corner. Thank you for having us, and we're ready to go.